Good morning. In this video, I'll let you know what challenges and problem you'll face when you're successfully landed in Canada on immigrant status. So before I start, I'll let you know that our company help those people who are planning to come to Canada or after landing in Canada. First consultation is free, and after that, whatever the company policy is. So finally, you have landed in Canada. What problem you are going to face? So number one, language difficulties. Because when you come from other countries, you are not proficient in English, and it's difficult for you to communicate fluently and ask what you need, what you want, where you want to go, or whatever it is. So many newcomers find it hard to communicate because they don't speak English or French fluently, because in Canada two languages are spoken, English and French, and it's make daily life job hunting challenging. Number two, finding job. So new immigrants often struggle to get good job in their field because employers may not recognize their experience or qualification. Even I'll tell you, I have been living in Canada for the last 25 years. Even doctors came here, engineers came here, and many uh, profession, they were doing very good job in Pakistan or doing Bangladesh, China, Malaysia. And when they come over here, these degrees are not recognized. And honestly speaking, most of the doctors and engineers have been driving cabs, working at gas station, selling pizza, because they have to survive. And if you are very lucky, when you come with the job, that's maybe different situation. Third thing, the qualification issues. Degrees or lessons, as I told earlier, from other countries might not be accepted in Canada, forcing people to take extra courses or tests. This also a challenge, because when you do the job and you are enhancing your education also, you have very limited time. You might have limited time to sleep even. Number four, money problem, big problem. Because when you come to Canada, the two issues, the living, housing, and lodging, and your food. Living is very expensive, and around, if you take even one bedroom or two bedroom, it costs you $1,500 to $2,000 per month. You might get related charges at a remote area or far from cities, maybe $800 to $1,000. Luckily, if you get it. Number five, expensive housing. Finding affordable homes, especially in cities like Toronto or Vancouver, can be very difficult, because it's not easy to find accommodation fast, because a lot of people have already there, and housing are limited. Another issue, feeling alone. You left your home full of fun family members, and now you are alone here. When you come alone and you feel lonely, leaving behind family, friend can make immigrant feel lonely, and it's take time to build new social connections. Number 7, adjusting to Canadian culture. Immigrant may find hard to adopt the lifestyle, tradition, and rules in Canada, which can feel very different from their home countries. I'll give you my example. When I came here, and luckily I got a job in some sort of good company, and that was a very big company, some sort of manufacturing printed circuit board. I didn't know that culture. Their bosses are mixed with the employees, and their washrooms are not separate. I worked as air traffic controller in civil aviation back home, and it was quite different over there. Everything, officer status and the employee status was quite different in back home. Over here, the officer, even the boss, might be just standing beside you in the washroom, and you don't know that he's the boss. And you call with the names. We don't call them sir or this and that. We call with the name. My boss name was Rob. I used to call him sir. Don't call me sir. I am not sir. Call me my name, Rob. That's some sort of cultural difference. Number 8, healthcare access. Understanding how the healthcare system works and waiting for the health coverage to start can be confusing and stressful, because God forbid when you come here and you came from the country where the weather is normally warm and you just landed in the minus 20 and you got sick. Where to go, how to find the hospital, how to contact, what to do. That's, I mean, some adjustment, and you need somebody to help. And I don't want to discuss, but I have to let you know that facing discrimination. In some newcomers face racism, prejudice, which can make them feel unwelcome in their communities or workplace because their culture is different. You came from the different culture, and some sort of people working in the workplace, cultural homophily, they give more importance for the people who are within their culture, and when the newcomer is coming, it takes time to adjust in the new culture. Number 10, transportation challenge. Learning to use the public transit, or getting the Canadian driver lessons can be tough, especially in the areas with fewer transit options. Another thing that's maybe in your country it's right hand drive, and in Canada it's a left hand drive. Making right turn for us is quite easy, whereas right turn in back home and other countries is very difficult. It's confusing. You need to learn that system. It's quite different driving system. Number 11, cold winter. Canada's harsh winter can be a shock for the people from warmer countries, and buying winter clothing or heating home add extra cost. Because like back home, just simple sweater or simple jacket or jersey wouldn't work, because if it's a wind chill and temperature is minus 20 or minus 30, it's a bone chilling temperature. If you don't wear the proper clothing, you might get froze, you might get a frostbite, and you have to take those clothes. Childcare problem. Number 12, parent with young kids may find it hard to afford daycare or find spaces, limiting their ability to work or study. So, if luckily someone of your relative or your cousin, your brother, or related to the family, it will be very helpful. Otherwise, you might find difficulty to adjust in. Number 13, lack of information. It is hard for new immigrant to know where to find help, service, or advice when they are new to the country. Just for example, for the driving license, who should you contact for your benefit, what agency is going to help you for the medical assistant, where to get help. These you need to understand and you have to study to adjust in the system. Number 14, school challenges for kids. Parents may not understand how school works in Canada, making it harder to support their children's education. Sometimes the language barrier. Your kid might know well, but for you it's hard to explain and hard to understand what the teacher wants, what the school wants. Your kid demands, your teacher demands what they need to do. So you have to learn those things. It takes time. So in short, 15 point is stress and mental health. Moving to new country is stressful, and loneliness, many worries or feeling out of place can affect mental health. Some may hesitate to ask or help because the cultural stigma. Because when you come from the back home, there are so many things that you come in a cultural shock. Because even you live in a country where the dresses, the way of talking, way of meeting the people is quite different here. The they might, I mean, hug you, they might touch you, but in back home, it's not like that. So you feel like uncomfortable sometimes. So these are the things it take time to adjust in the system. There's other thing when you come and want to live in Canada, you have to protect. That's my personal advice. You have to protect two things. It's my personal experience: your driving record and your credit history. Both should be in a good shape. Otherwise, this is not the country you should live. If one thing goes bad, it's very difficult to survive in Canada. And again, our company help you. We will help you to come to Canada or to adjust to Canada. First consultation should be free, and after that, what the company requirement, you can contact our email or our number. Stay blessed. Thank you.